And welcome to DPN TV here at the DPN Rover car collection. We're in the Rover 75 and we're going to be doing a little bit on how to top up the air conditioning system on the 75. Hopefully if you're thinking of doing it yourself, this will give you a little run through to give you a bit better of an idea and a little look into how we do it. We're going to start off under the bonnet of the car, letting you see exactly the equipment we use. Right, so at this stage we've got our valves connected, and on the Rover 75 we're lucky as the high and the low pressure are both together, and on our gauge we're using red for high and the blue for low. We've got a gauge up here, and we've also got our bottle of gas connected. This is just purely gas with no leak seals or anything in it. Everything is closed off. What we will need to do once the engine is running is open these two valves, and only on the gauge a low pressure valve, but both gauges will give us the readings that we need. So as you've seen, we've now got the manifold and the gas bottle connected up, so it's time to come inside and set the air conditioning on. Now we've got the climate control system, so the first thing you'll need to do is turn off, if it's on, the econ setting. And to make sure the air conditioning is definitely going to run, you need to turn the temperatures all the way down to low. And that should make sure that the compressor can cut in. Now if you've not got enough gas in the system, it won't cut in until the gas has reached sufficient levels, and then it will automatically cut in, and we're going to have a look at that in just a minute. So now we're back outside the car. We've turned both of these valves on. The compressor has cut in. Now it's going to be a job to really see it on this widget, but what you want is the inside and the outside turning together. We've got the blue side on but the red side off, and both gauges will read. And as you can see in the little sight glass, the gas is going in, and that's how you'll know it's going in. And of course the gas is coming in through the yellow line from our gas bottle there. We're just keeping it shaking and moving to keep that gas going in. And of course you can hear the fan of the engine running to keep the condenser cool at the front. So as you've just seen, the gas is going in, and in here we've got both sides on low to make sure the compressor will definitely run. Effectively what you're doing is, like on the old sort of turn dials, turning it to cold and putting the AC on, so it will just run and run and run without the climate control trying to cut the compressor in and out while that gas is going in. Of course we've got the recirculate button on. Now a lot of people seem to say have that on. I can't really see why not. A lot of people go into putting thermometers into the air vents. Now in my opinion, unless it's really cold outside, you're going to feel the cold air coming through these just from your hands, which I certainly can. It feels very ice cold now as that gas is going in. We are using one bottle of gas, which, being we're only topping up, should be more than enough. And again, people get a bit worried about overfilling the system. If you're using the little bottles like you've seen us use, I think that's more unlikely. It's only going to be likely if you're using a big gas bottle, or you did something silly like connect up another full bottle and waited for it to all go in, and the system will tend to take less as it's filling up as well. And don't forget, there's no rush to let that gas go in. Even if you think perhaps, well, it must have all gone in, leave it a little bit longer. It just makes sure all that gas has gone into your system if you do need the full bottle to go in. So we're still putting the gas in, and we think now that more or less all the gas is in out of this canister. And if we look at our gauges with the compressor running, you can see the high side is reading around about 200, and the low side is reading around about 20. So possibly slightly low. There is always going to be variance in the gauges, and it depends on temperatures as well. And what I also forgot to mention is when you connect your gas, you will need to purge out the yellow line by pushing this little valve just to get any air out, so only gas goes into the system. Right, so while the gas works around the system, we've also put in some aluminous dye so that we can see if there are any leaks, and also a stop leak. And both of these go in the low pressure pulp using this little white attachment that you can see that's on the syringe now, and literally you just squirt them in. And of course the low pressure pulp is on 75, both together by the screen washer bottle, and the low pressure pulp there has got low on. And if you feel these pipes, the low pressure side is feeling ice cold, whilst the high pressure is feeling warm. So we're back in the car after we've topped up the AC here on this Rover 75. Hopefully it was useful to you and gives you a little insight into how we do the air conditioning when you do a basic top up to the gas that's already in there. As always, if you are thinking of doing it, I think it's well worth watching a few videos on it as we did, and also reading up on it through the internet or buying a book with AC on. I think even Haynes do a book, and that's the book we got. The useful thing about that is it gives you sort of specific gauge readings and a little bit more of an insight into it. As always, if you'd like to watch more videos, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and of course visit our Instagram page where we're regularly posting photos of our car collection out and about at shows, or when we're doing any work on the collection. That's at DPN Car Collection on Instagram. As always, thank you very much for watching.